Fire. Fire. Fire.
The social death of Gen Z. Don't talk to me! Ew!
At my first job out of college, I remember being very confused about my working environment because despite being fully in the office every day, it felt like we were working remotely. Each morning, my bosses would just come in, walk past my desk, and lock themselves in their offices until it was time to go home. If they needed something from me, they'd just send me a meeting invite on the computer instead of just opening the door and walking 10 steps.
I fucking hate that shit too, though. Because, like, sometimes a fucking meeting could have been 2 words between, like, one person. Based? I mean, like, yeah, it's annoying, but, like, at the same time, sometimes meetings like that can suck, too. Or it could have been an email. Yeah, that too.
To talk to me. My boss had seen my face more through a webcam than she ever did in person. And my desk was right outside her door. I honestly had a better relationship with the custodians than I did with my coworkers.
With the janitors.
And they didn't even speak English.
So you learn Spanish for them so you can have a conversation. Duh!
I think for our generation, a lot of us find ourselves in a similar position. Whether it be at work, school, or any other setting. You want to reach out and connect with the people around you, but sometimes the environment makes it hard to do so, even when they're sitting right next to you. Being Gen Z kind of feels like living on an island sometimes. The internet makes the world more connected than ever, but we're becoming increasingly distant from the people right next to us. We have
Well, yeah, because you can dismiss those people instantly. Like, if someone texts you, you can literally just ignore them. But if someone walks up to you in real life and you don't want to talk to them, you have to, like, go through the motions of basically going away or, like, saying, hey, I'm busy. Like, you have to, like, get used to it, too.
Close relationships with people thousands of miles away from us, but don't even know our neighbor's first name. And I don't think this is just a problem for introverted or socially awkward people either. Between contactless deliveries and the lack of community spaces, it feels like the world is forcing us apart. As our communities start to fade away, so does our ability to connect with each other in meaningful ways. So we're left with a generation of young people who have so many holdups about meeting someone new.
I also think, like, there's a merit to, like, not being able to handle confrontation or people that you disagree with. Someone says you can mute and block people on Twitter. I think people unironically cannot handle, like, being in an environment where some people might agree with you on some things, but then not agree with you on other things. And that makes them so extremely uncomfortable that their fucking response is to shut down. Instead of just being like, yeah, okay, whatever, like, I don't agree with you about this thing, and, like, we just have to keep working together.
And speaking of holding things up, how about your
pants?
Are they held up? Because today's video is sponsored by Anson Belt and Buckle.
Anson
Belt and Buckle is a family-run company that has completely reinvented the way we do belts. Have you ever had a belt that was a little too big and you had to poke holes in the leather strap to make it fit? Or maybe one that was a little too small? Well, Anson has solved that problem with their micro-adjustable track system. So whether you like to eat good or you got a small waist with a pretty face, your belt fits perfectly every time. In their box set, you get 3 buckles and 3 straps. That's 9 different combos you can rock in a single set. And the quality is crazy. You'll never look at belts the same. And thanks to Anson Belt and Buckle, when you click the link in my bio or scan the code on screen, you can build your own box set and they'll throw in another strap and buckle for free. That's 3 buckles, 3 straps, all in one box. So click the link, pick out your drip, and upgrade your belt game today.
Thanks, man.
Yo, bro, let me copy your homework. Bro, I didn't do mine either. Yo, we're cooked. Yo. Hey. You said you were getting on an hour ago. Hey, we got the full.
God, this makes me so sad. I have so many people on my Steam and my Battle.net that haven't logged in like fucking years.
Full squad tonight. Yo, somebody send me an invite. Yeah, I got you after this game, bro. Wow. Graduation. We really made it. Yeah, what now?
Damn.
Is this the end of our friendship? Nah, bro. No matter where life takes us, we'll always be bros.
Aww.
Yeah. Always.
About that.
Hey.
Hi.
You okay? Yeah, I'm just thinking about something.
Aww.
Your friends? It was always me and the boys, but now it's just me.
Aww.
I guess I'm just still holding on. Well, Everyone's busy with life now, but I'm sure that if you ever need something, they'll be there.
True.
I think one of the biggest issues for our generation is that people treat a lack of community as a personal failure. If you're someone who's struggling to connect with others, you're a loser. So it makes reaching out to make friends feel like a humiliation ritual. You get judged for not having a community, even while you're actively seeking it out. But being alone isn't always because you're some kind of shut-in. What I think is more common is that people once had a community, but then life happens. You graduate from school, you move to a new city, or you just grow apart from people as life takes you in different directions. These are very normal things that happen to everyone. And sometimes you don't always get the opportunity to meet new people to start building a new community. People assume that if you're not someone who likes going out to bars or parties, you're automatically an introvert or someone who doesn't desire connection. But this isn't always true. Sometimes it's the environment that matters. I didn't drink until I was 21. So when I got to college, being the only sober person in a room full of drunk people wasn't very fun. And I didn't have a fake ID, right, so I was on the bench on the nights.
Bars are expensive. Yeah, that fucking too. That's when I never went out. I remember I had my friend's older sister would be like, yeah, mom, I need like $100 to like get my Uber ride and a taxi, whatever the fuck. And then I need to get drunk too. So like, can I have some? And I'm just sitting here like, damn, bitch, you asking your mom for $100 just to go out on a weekend? That's crazy. Get a job.
Everyone went out to bars too. But what do you do when that's what everyone else is doing? It can be a very isolating feeling. Because of this, I remember telling one of my friends that I was feeling really lonely at school. But a few months later, when he came to visit me, things were different. Even on just the short walk from my dorm to the dining hall, we kept getting stopped by people wanting to talk to me. Eventually, my friend goes, bro, I thought you said you were feeling lonely. And I was. But then I found places I actually enjoyed spending time in. I joined student government, started playing flag football, got a job on campus.
Damn,
I was even an orientation leader at one point. So I'm actually a really outgoing person. I just don't really care for parties. And that's not to say that introverts don't still exist. I'm saying that sometimes it's not about you, but rather being in an environment actually meant for connecting with people. And the idea of a lack of community being a personal failure extends to our attitudes about dating as well. Speaking as a guy, some people have the idea that a lack of dating or sexual experience means that something is wrong with you. Like you're hiding some kind of dark secret that has made women avoid you for some reason. But again, that's not really always the case.
Yeah, some people just don't want to. They want to save themselves and then they get shamed.
There's plenty of other factors driving men and women apart that don't have to do with us as people. I made 2 whole ass videos about it. It kind of reminds me of how jobs require you to have experience, but also won't hire you so you can get experience.
The paradox,
It's important for us to call out harmful examples of bad dudes.
I paid for dinner, therefore you are now obligated to sleep with me.
Being bad dudes. But I think for our generation, we don't always talk about the underlying misogyny behind it. So sometimes it feels more like an attack on male vulnerability rather than sexism. And I think no matter who you are, having
obviously there's a bias. If you're a woman and you're a virgin, then like, oh, it's so cute and you're so innocent. But if it's a dude, then it's cringe and like, oh, what the fuck's wrong with you type of shit.
Own insecurities weaponized against you isn't very cool. And before people misunderstand, this isn't me blaming women for the difficulties we face in connecting with each other. I'm just offering my perspective on one part of the issue. So please, delete your hate comment. But on the subject of being vulnerable, as Gen Z guys, we also need to take more responsibility for our issues as well. A lot of dudes want a woman to care about them, but women are also busy caring about themselves. So if we want people to take
those damn corpos putting women in jobs.
Issues men face more seriously, we have to start by treating them more seriously. Benching 225 is not a substitute for therapy.
Yes, it is. Stop telling me otherwise.
Everyone's got their own problems to worry about. People do care about how you feel, but you need to unpack your own baggage before expecting someone else to carry it.
I also think there's like a merit to like Gen Z growing up with a smartphone, or at least like the younger ones. I don't know about the older ones. I think like if you're like not from a really wealthy family, you didn't get a smartphone until way later. But still, I think like when people essentially got to the hold of smartphones and it became the new social media rather than social media being rare and something that you like might post like a photo or two, like maybe once a couple of months. People now like, oh, you just get updated on everything and there's no point to hanging out because you can just go look at their social media to get like a feel of what they're doing. You don't have the curiosity.
On top of all of this, there just aren't that many places to hang out anymore. Especially if you don't live near a major city. And
ooh, that's another one. I think the economy is a big factor too. Yeah, he's about to bring up the egg shit. Yeah, going for a coffee date is still kind of, well, I don't want to say it's expensive, but like, yeah, it costs a lot of money.
Economic conditions aren't getting
like a meal
either.
And like
everything
coffee
costs money,
is still money.
And is getting even more expensive.
All $2. Where are you getting $2 coffee from?
Is still struggling to find jobs and long-term financial stability.
Yeah.
And what are we even going to do out there once we get there? And bro, you got to think about how many baddies are going to be out there too. You're not even going to talk to them anyway. This dude's talking about some baddies. All right, bro, hold up. Yo, why did you add me to a group chat called Japan Trip 2026?
Bro.
Think about it, bro. Wouldn't it be so lit if we just
Yeah, it'd be lit if people have fucking money.
Japan? Bro, every summer you talk about a Japan trip and it never works out. Okay, but this year is going to be different. Right, bro? This morning I had to cut my toothpaste open to get the rest out.
Dude, I don't do that, but like I squeeze it until there's nothing left, man.
In my face talking about a Japan trip. Bro, it's not even that bad. I watched a TikTok that said you just need a passport, Google Translate, okay, and about $4,000.
What?
Bro, you there?
That's an insane amount, man. And you need to not work for those fucking couple of weeks you're visiting, too. Yeah, just $4,000 in a vacation time.
He said he'll think about it. Gen Z has gotten to the point where it feels like we're almost afraid of each other, even online. My community recently started a Minecraft server, and some people spawned in and immediately went to live away from everyone else. Like, things are so bad that we can't even live next to each other in Minecraft.
That's kind of
become a generation that has normalized a bunch of weird...
I feel like growing up with an MMO made me feel like you need to like be at least near people. Like, I might be like I'm not gonna say I'm a loser, but I have trouble talking to people and I feel awkward, but I feel like warming up to people is like how you get through it. I wouldn't move away.
Antisocial behavior.
Yeah, in a video game?
So that being antisocial has become a personality trait for some people. Every few months, we get a new buzzword. A few months ago, everything was performative. But now, the new word is LARP. Live action.
That's true. Everything's a LARP now.
Which basically just means pretending to be something you're not. Instead of performing, you're role-playing. But not in a cool way, like being a wizard or something. More so in a corny and inauthentic way. It's fine to be a person who keeps a small circle. But there's a certain type of person who's antisocial and wants to make sure everyone knows it. Man, I'm kind of hungry. You guys want to go get something to eat? Yeah, that sounds good. What about you, bro? Nah, I'm gonna go home. Oh, you're not hungry?
Buddy, you're hungry.
Nah, you guys got that. All right. Hey, do you know where the library is? Sorry, I keep getting lost. Do I look like I know where the library is? Oh, sorry, I was just looking for some...
See, that's weird. I feel like that's a bit weird. Like, if someone wants my help, I will help them. You cannot be this fucking antisocial. That's being antisocial? No, it is. You're right. There are people who are like this, but goddamn, you can't be that. That's pretty fucking bad.
Well, ask somebody else next time. Sheesh, dude, it was just a question. Yo, bro, we're about to hop on and we need a fourth. Want to play with us? Nah, I'm good. Barely know those dudes anyway. What do you mean? We hang out with these guys all the time. You hang out with those guys. I'd rather not be bothered with people. I think people just want to be your friend, bro. Nobody's forcing you. Yeah, but you don't have to be friends with everybody. All right, man.
What?
I'll go ask someone else. Later, bro.
That's depression.
Yo, does your boy hate me or something? He's always super cold towards me. Nah, he's like that with everybody. Just try not to take it personally. A lot of people have the mentality that everyone is out to get them. People act nonchalant while also taking everything super personally. So people are approaching their relationships with a risk-averse mindset.
Ooh, that's another thing. If you think about it, one of the big reasons why people might be antisocial is because they know everything that they do might be posted on social media, like being embarrassing or doing something goofy. That could be like part of the reason why that guy, well, in the example, right, could be antisocial.
Damage control before we even get to know someone. It's why a lot of dating advice nowadays is always some kind of insurance policy against your partner. Everyone wants to have the upper hand against the people they're supposed to care about. It's valid to not want to be taken advantage of in your relationships, but people are so caught up in the idea of someone taking from them that they never learn how to give in the first place. A lot of Gen Z relationships have turned into court, where we demand evidence that our own friends are not here to harm us. We view all of our relationships as transactional, and we demand that—
And that's the social media kind of like transactional view of it.
People pay the price for our company. But at the same time, there's also this mentality where people feel like they don't owe anyone anything. And many people—
Pippa type shit. Dude, that fucking argument with Cleo. There's no point. Wow.
We use therapy language like boundaries and mental health to justify some of the cruelty they show their own friends.
No,
Many people put their friendships on trial in the name of protecting their peace, silently testing their friends instead of communicating how they feel. And this is a great way to self-sabotage all of your relationships.
Why does that sound exactly like Pipster, bro? Like, I don't even know her like that.
I was trying to text you and I saw you block me on everything. I'm fine. Just cutting out all the fake people in my life. What?
Dude. Oh my god, I know a chick like this. She'd have a mental breakdown and then say, I need to not talk to people for 2 weeks. And then she'd be like, oops, sorry. Like, yeah. And I'm like, what? I knew her from, like, work.
Been friends for years. How am I fake? Well, I stopped texting everyone first to see who really cares about me. And you didn't hit me up all week. So clearly you hate me. Oh, I'm sorry. I've just been busy, so I haven't been on my phone much. We could have just talked about it instead of blocking me, though. Oh, so now it's all my fault? No, that's not what I'm— It only takes 2 seconds to send a text. Yeah, but I have other people in my life. Don't you feel like you're being just a bit unreasonable?
No!
So just asking for basic communication is unreasonable? Again, not what I said. Yeah, you're staying blocked. Don't need any more fake people in my life. People don't like to talk about how they feel, and that's one of the biggest things holding us back. When dealing with relationships, emotions can run high.
I don't even think that's honestly up to Gen Z. I think that was just like a fucking mental illness issue.
Sometimes, especially if you're a sensitive person. And as a sensitive person myself, I say this with love. But you can't be a sensitive person who doesn't like to communicate. Your life will be miserable. You're gonna think everyone hates you, and you're gonna ruin all of your relationships. One thing I notice a lot of people do is they love to give you a non-answer when you ask them to express themselves. You could tell them, hey, I care about you a lot, and I really appreciate our friendship. Do you feel the same way towards me? And they'll say something like, if I didn't care about you, I wouldn't talk to you. But that's not a very kind way to say it. So
no, that's a very tizzed up way to say it. That's something you'd expect from, you know.
Many of us want to feel close to someone.
Yeah, if I didn't like you, I wouldn't text you. God, that is so fucking tizzed up.
Allowing other people to feel close to us. Sure, that allows you to protect yourself and your feelings, but it's also not very fair and can sometimes make people feel—
Do you like us, Alana? Yeah, I wouldn't stream if I didn't like you. God, what do you want me to say? Like, if I truly fucking hated it, I wouldn't stream.
Feel like we don't value them. The truth is that if you want someone to know how you feel, you have to tell them. And it doesn't always have to be with words.
Could be with gifts, money.
All right, things are going well with this girl, so I should probably try calling her. But what do I even say? I don't want her to think I'm bothering her. Hey, how's your grandma? Nah, grandma's in the hospital. She might not want to talk about that.
True.
Yo, how's it going? Nah, she's gonna think I'm being dry. What do I do?
Chainsaw guy. With the Riz.
Hey, just wanted to call you. Oh, sure. What's up? You need something? No, just wanted to talk. What for? I don't know.
Aww.
Just because? Well, I was doing something. But sure, I can talk.
Aww.
Just because.
Just because.
Gen Z constantly complains about being lonely while also closing themselves off
to
opportunities to get to know someone. Because in our generation, how dare someone try to be your friend? Someone trying to strike up a conversation is seen as invasive. Someone asking to hang out with you is seen as intrusive. And someone having the audacity to find you attractive is seen as offensive. Friends shouldn't treat each other like they're
See, again, a lot of that is coming from social media. People can't have their own experiences and they think like, oh, this girl experienced this bad thing, so that must mean it's gonna happen to me type shit. Like, yeah, no, not everybody's gonna have the same thing, man.
Each other. Confrontations don't always have to be hostile. And enforcing your boundaries doesn't have to come with being mean. The cost of community is—
Ooh, I just this popped up in my head. Cause I was thinking about the nurse girl, or like the character, whatever the fuck, right? She's like, oh, I'm busy. You know, the other thing, the fucking corpos suck the life out of you. And I don't know if this is true in like Europe or any other countries, but in America, sometimes you're fucking expected to work even when you're at home trying to fucking relax. How many of y'all clock out at 5 o'clock and you literally have to still work even though like you're at home or some shit, or they call you, or like, I don't know, they email you and they're like answering questions. People get stressed out from that too. I think that's part of the reason as well. This is like Korea, Japan type shit. No, in America this happens too. I mean, obviously not every job is like that, but yeah, some jobs are like that. It's illegal as fuck in EU. I think that's where there has to be like a line drawn. I think that like if you're fucking emailing someone at 5 p.m., go fuck yourself. I have friends who do I'm home, I don't care. Yeah, I know, but in America there's like a peer pressure or like the threat of like, oh, well, you're not doing your work. It's like, no, go fuck yourself. And again, I have to tie it back to like the whole friend thing is that you just don't have the time. You get exhausted.
Sometimes allowing people you care about to inconvenience you a little bit. The world we live in now makes connecting with each other hard enough already. We make it harder on ourselves by pretending that we're better off alone. A lot of our Gen Z loneliness is unfortunately self-inflicted. Not everyone needs to—
kind of. I don't know, maybe I'm being too nice, but I do think like Gen Z kind of gets fucked over by technology the most. I think that's been the biggest reason. Like, yeah, obviously it is self-inflicted and you can crawl out of it, but how do you crawl out of something when you can't do anything about it? Also, culture is toxic? Yeah, for sure. COVID? Yeah, for sure. I also think, like, you grow up... When you're Gen Z, you grow up in such an era that the algorithm feeds you whatever the fuck you want, and there's no reason to go outside and like talk to people and like get to know them in that way. Like, oh, I remember when I was a kid and we would watch shit on TV, and because we didn't have like infinite channels and shit, like maybe there was like 20 channels, but there was always something special that you could talk about that was on TV the next day or like that weekend, and it was like a big deal at the time. Like, I don't know, a new show. I don't fucking know, right? Like, I feel like people don't really do that much anymore. Oh, you watched a new episode? Oh no, I didn't watch it because like I was watching something else. I don't know.
Be a social butterfly, but at the same time, we should probably open ourselves up a bit more to people who care. I know that comes with risks, but we shouldn't let fear stop us from finding where we belong. Because the coolest thing you could ever do is be yourself.
Damn.
And every time I say be yourself in a video, the smartest people on YouTube leave comments saying, actually being yourself is horrible advice. You should always be improving yourself and trying to be better. But if you would stop being a chud and actually get my point, you would understand that be yourself.
Everybody calls me chud. I don't know what it means.
Not never change. Because some people have spent so long trying to fit in that now they don't know how to stand up. Older people always seem to say, this is the way it's always been. Just resign yourself to it like we did so that nothing ever changes. We get called foolish because we dare to ask, what if things didn't have to be this way? And we might not have the answer to that right now, but I think the first step is being willing to find one. Every day is an opportunity to be better. You can't change the past, but you can always look forward to the future.
True.
New people, new friendships, new opportunities. I don't think we have to be a generation where growing up means that your community gets smaller. Everyone talks about 50-50 in their relationships, but really, it all starts with being more considerate. No one is asking you to move mountains for them. Sometimes it's about taking that extra step to meet someone a little more than halfway.
Aww.
Thanks for helping me pack everything up today, bro. Yeah, no problem. You good? Been kind of quiet today. It's whatever. People move away all the time. It's just life. I'll get over it.
He's gonna miss his friend.
Tell me how you really feel.
Tell me how you really feel.
I'm gonna miss you, man.
I'm gonna miss you.
Me too, bro. I know people come and go, but it's always been me and you. Feels like I'm losing a part of myself. Yeah, I feel the same way. But you know, I'm moving, not dying.
Damn.
If you ever need anything,
that's right.
I'm just a phone call or a text away. No matter where life takes us, we'll always be bros.
That's right.
Right? Exactly. No matter where I'm at, I got you. All you gotta do is reach out. Good luck out.
That's kind of how I feel. I moved away from my really nice neighbors, and we did Halloween combined like table. And even though I live like 20 minutes away now, I still want to go over there for Halloween and like do a table over there for them, like with them, because they're nice people. Yeah, time to talk to them. I did a couple of times. They're really nice people.
There, bro.
The family with the kids and stuff. They're nice people.
Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Twitch if you want to hear me talk about more Gen Z stuff. And thanks for 90K. Peace.
100K soon. Yeah. 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 Wholesome. Yeah. That was a good video. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, go check out Suburban Wilbur. Wow. That was a good video. Clappies in the chat. Get some clappies in the chat, that's right.
Oh, yeah.